What's going on? So, as you can see, it's going to be a good day today. Got some goodies for the 5.3. We are going to be test fitting all the piston rings. So that's what's in here in this box. Got piston rings, got my piston ring compressor. Picked this up at Harbor Freight for $9.99. And got this right here. These are my my motor mounts. So this will be allowing me to test fit it here, because I won't be, sometime this week I'm gonna pull out the 2.8 liter. I got a buddy that wants it, so that way it's gonna be out of the way. And yeah, it's gonna be a good week. Can't, you know, get around anybody anyways, or as little as possible, you know, since I did that travel and went through the airport. So I'm trying to just kind of hang around the house as much as I possibly can. So with that being said, I just figured, hey, why not work on the motor? So that's what we're gonna do. If you haven't yet, go ahead, like, subscribe, and yeah, let's get into this motor. Yeah, let's goodies. Yay. So as you can see, they have these things labeled, you know, top groove. This will be the second groove. Obviously you can see right there, this is the one obviously next in line from the top. And then these right here, you got your oil grooves. Now this one is the flat one, and then this is the accordion style right here. So these, there will be 2 of these per cylinder. Yeah, there will be 2 of these per cylinder, the flat one, and obviously 1 of these per cylinder. So going to be a 2 millimeter, you know, 2 millimeter gap. On the second groove, see, there's a bit of a, you know, when I looked it up, there's so many different, you know, people saying, okay, well, go with 0.019 for the top one, and then 0.021 for the bottom one. And then there's some people that say go 0.055 for the top one and 0.057 for the bottom one. And so I'm like, yeah, it seems like the 0.55, that'd be great for boost and whatnot and everything. So, but you know, I may not be doing that anytime soon, but who knows. But just in case, I'm gonna go with a 0.24 on the, I'm gonna go with a 0.24 on the top groove, and then on the second one, I'm gonna go with a 0.026, a 0.024 and a 0.026. So, and I'm gonna work on 1 cylinder at a time. I'm gonna set each one of them up, and then I'm gonna bag that one up in an individual little baggie, so I know which ones go with which pistons. That way, whenever I go to put it onto the piston itself, then I know exactly which one has been marked and made for this particular cylinder. And I'm also going to be measuring it, doing the adjustments from the middle of it, or roughly about the middle of it, for each one of these. So it's going to take a little while, but I'm just going to show you this one right here. And yeah, let me go get my feeler gauge so we know what we're doing, and I'll be right back. So alright, here is the top piston ring, which we're going to start on. Remember I said this one was going to be 24, or I'm sorry, 0.024. So sometimes you'll see piston rings and they'll have like a little dot right here, or a little something punched in right here, or maybe even say top or something like that. That would indicate that would be, say, if it said top right here, then you would have it, this would be the direction, the orientation, not, you know, vice versa. But see, as you can see, these do not say anything on them on either end, so that means that they actually do not matter. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna put these things in. Now I have lubed up, as you recall, I have these things oiled up, and I can tell you right now, just looking at it right here, It is just barely 24 right there. So, but I want to see what it's like all the way down. So, let's see this. All right, so got a piston, has nothing, no rings on it, just a flat piston. I just wanted to get a little bit further down up in there. There we go. Just to kind of get an idea as to what I'm going to be looking at here. Yeah, everything. When it's all the way down. And let's see what we got for a size. See, it could definitely be trimmed up a little bit. I'm thinking a little bit more trimming. So I'm just going to take a little off either side. I just want it to be able to fit that .024 feeler gauge in there, and I'll be right back. Alright, so I just want to take a small amount off of here. I do not want to take very much at all. I have this grinder right here. What I'm going to do is I'm going to cut it on, and I'm just going to kind of just grab it, you know, just kind of pinch at it a little bit. Nothing major. I saw them over at Cletus. James was doing this sort of on a little bitty bench grinder, and he would just kind of pinch it like that and just take it off a little bit, like, because I mean the 24 just barely doesn't fit, so I don't want to take off very much at all. So what I'm gonna do is that was quite literally, what, let's see, six times I went down on it. I did 4 the first time and then 2 the second time. So let me make sure that it's, you know, got no burrs. Okay. Let's see if it changed any. Didn't change a bit. Alright, I'm going to have to put a little bit more pressure on it. Alright, so there's a little bit of a, let me get my file out. I'm gonna file that down a little bit. Alright, so I got it in there. Now that you can see, here, hang on, let me help you out a little bit. Alright, so as you can see, it goes in. And it's just a perfect fit. So now I just have to replicate this exact same deal. Or well, first, see, this is the top ring, okay? So I'm gonna pull it out. I'm gonna pull it over here on this side so these don't bend or anything like that. Be gentle. All right, so this is the second ring, okay? Now you'll notice it has the groove right here, or well, the punch mark. So that means that this goes up towards the top of the engine. All right, so let's go ahead and put this one in. We're gonna push this one down just like the other one. Want it about the middle like the other one. Now this one is gonna be a bit larger. Now we went 0.24 on the last one. This one we're gonna go 0.26. I don't know if you can see that. Yeah, see that? 0.026. I keep saying 0.26, but what I mean is 0.026. And the question is, no, it does not fit. So what we're going to do is, just like the other one, I'm going to go ahead and open this one up to allow the 0.026 to fit. Alright, so I did just a little bit at a time. Like I said, I'm only going to take off a small amount at a time. I want it to be precise, or well, I want it to be exact. So, just going to push this right back down there, like on the other ones. And now let's see if she fits this time. She's so close. I literally probably one more pass on here, and she will be done. Sorry, one more pass. Nope. Remember, dot up. Oh yeah. Oh, I pushed it down a little. Whoopsies. Whoopsies. Oh yeah, as you can see, there we go. Yeah, that's gonna work. That. Oh. Butterfingers. At least it's only mineral spirits. Just made it a little bit cleaner. Alright, so now this is the oil groove. Now whenever you're installing these, see how it has these, where these meet up right here? Let me see if you can see that very well. Okay, see how these meet up right there? You want this right here, this little spot that meets up, like this. So basically the points at the end of this, each one of those little points at the end needs to be facing up. Alright, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to go ahead and put in the oil rings and whatnot. As I said, you want these to be facing up towards the top, the points on the ends of each one of these. So what I'll do is I'll get that situated right there. Boom, boom, and look at that. Perfect. Perfect, perfect. Okay, so I'm just a dummy. Okay, so yes, the accordion style goes in first, and then these go in afterwards, because there's actually, show it to you, there's actually a groove right along right here, right there on top and bottom. I don't know if you can see that, but that's actually where this ring will actually ride. So as you can see, I've got the top one in, and so now I'm going to go ahead and try to get this bottom one in. So basically I want to line it up with the bottom here best I can. And boom, boom, boom. There we go. So I don't want these all, with each other either. So I'm gonna move this one over here, and I'm gonna move this one. So basically they're right here and right here. Alright, second groove. Remember how I was saying it's got the little spot right there? Well, that little spot right there is what's gonna go up. So basically and I don't have a piston ring separator, so I'm gonna do it the other way. I'm just gonna work it around, and boom, there we go. So basically there we go, I have that one done, and whenever I get a chance I'm gonna put the other one opposite side, basically ish, over to here. So this one will kind of sit right about here, and the other one will sit, this one sits right here, and the other one's gonna sit roughly about right there. Now this one is a top ring, and it does not have any kind of marking saying top, bottom, nothing like that. So what we're just gonna do is gonna put it right there, and just work it around, boom, and there we go. So that right there is all of the piston rings. This is the number 7. As you recall, we marked it right there. And crazy thing about this one, I actually ended up leaving this one when I went to Minnesota. I left this one in that water and Dawn concoction that I made up, and I did not scrub it at all when I took it out. This is how it looked when it came out of the water and Dawn mix. I just wiped it down, you know, with a cloth, and yeah, I was quite surprised at how clean it actually came. It sat in for 2 weeks, 2 weeks in there. Well, 2.5 weeks, roughly. And I was quite surprised. Everything's free, you know, there's no rust or anything like that. Because I mean, it did get kind of contaminated with a little bit of oil at the same time. But yeah, look at her. So yeah. Now, I did say I was going to replace these rod bearings, and I still plan on it. But what I'm going to do is I'm actually going to place this back in there, and I will tighten these up just enough to keep them in place. Nothing, you know, major, and I will add some oil and everything like that to kind of prevent it from damaging my crankshaft. But I will be replacing these in time. I just gotta wait for them to come in. So, but that's basically everything. So yeah, that's basically everything when it comes to this. I'm actually going to show you me putting one of these in, and yeah, let's go ahead and do it. Let me clean up this. Let me clean up the cylinder wall. Let me clean up the cylinder walls and re-oil it down a little bit before I go ahead and add it in there, and then yeah, then I'll take this tool right here, and I will be putting it back in there. One thing to keep in mind when you're doing this is that I have this Harbor Freight one, and yeah, it's not the best one for the job. There are much better ones you can get for a better price. This, you know, like I said, this is a budget build though, and yeah, when you go budget, you know, you're paying for what you get. So just remember that. You're only paying for what you get, not getting anything more. All right, try this again. Alright, I feel like it's hitting the same spot that I hit the last time. And there we go. I had a little bit of an issue. Let me get that out of there real quick. So, yeah, I had a little small issue with the oil rings, but as you can see, it is in now. But yeah, I mean, once I get done, I'll show you everything completed, and I'm still waiting on the head bolts. I did not get ARP, but we will get to that when that time comes. They should arrive tomorrow or the day after. Today's Monday, so Tuesday or Wednesday they should be here. And yeah, once I get done, I'll show you everything so you can get an idea what it looks like, or what it's gonna look like. Alright, so as you can see, got all the pistons back in and in their proper orientation, with the dot that you see facing towards the engine, in front of the engine. That's, yeah. So basically what I'm waiting on next now is I got the head studs that are coming in, replacing those head studs. I got a complete gasket kit that's gonna completely button all this top end up. But next thing to do is to button up all the top end up here. We're gonna put in the lifters tomorrow. I got all of that sitting right here, and they're all labeled which goes where and exactly which one goes where. Same for all my push rods and everything. There, I pulled them out of the spot, I put them in the spot, so I cannot mess that up. Well, I can, but hopefully I don't. Yeah, and that's gonna be all for today. It's starting to get a little dark out here, so I'm gonna button this up and go ahead and edit this video and come on back to tomorrow, because hopefully I believe the head studs will be here and we will be buttoning up the rest of this top end right here. So come on back for that. If you haven't already, go ahead, like, subscribe. I'd appreciate it, guys. Sorry, see you guys later.